Hi everyone, welcome back for another edition of Virtual Yoga. And today we're going to be doing chair yoga. A few things before we get started. You might want to have some props if you have the free weights. I know I mentioned it in the post yesterday, I forgot to make it this morning. But if you have some free weights, go ahead and grab them, whatever weight you got. And if you don't have any free weights, sometimes you just got to get creative, like take some books. A Bible is pretty heavy, or a dictionary, or something like that that's thick enough for you to be able to lift and get a little bit of movement. You may want to have a hand towel, right? I say it every single practice because it's a really useful prop. Lots of ways to use it, especially during the stretching part. A block. If you don't have a block, again, maybe sometimes you just take a couple of books and stack them up, or some pillows work too. But there will be some sequences that we do today that may require use of a prop. If you feel like, if we're standing up and you can't get all the way down to the floor, you could always use a block just to reach down on instead of going all the way down, right? This gives you about 10 inches close to the floor without getting down to the floor. So grab whatever props you need. Grab a chair, obviously, if you don't have one, because we're doing chair yoga today. And when we're ready, let's go ahead and get it started. Begin in a comfortable seated position. If you want to lay on the floor, if you're familiar with my other practices, feel free to lay down on your yoga mat. But go ahead and close your eyes. I want you to pay attention to your breath and breathe low in your belly, low in your diaphragm. And if you'd like to double check if you're doing that correctly, you place a hand on your stomach below the belly button. You'll feel the stomach expand. When you take an inhale, it contracts when you take an exhale. And this is belly breathing. It's the breathing technique that I recommend for our practice, but especially for now. It helps to slow you down, center you into your body, into your mind, into what you're doing for the next hour. Again, like I mentioned, we're doing chair yoga today. Chair yoga, this particular class is going to be a blend of strengthening and stretching techniques of yoga. I like to just call it more of a modified Taoist yoga practice. Again, if you're familiar with the Tuesday practice, the Taoist practice involves a lot of movement, linking breath with movement, strengthening the upper body, core, and legs. And we'll do that in our practice today. We'll just do it in more of a modified way. Something to keep in mind when we're doing the strengthening part of this, linking the breath with the movement. If you find yourself struggling, it starts with your breath. You'll lose control of it. Maybe I'm commanding an inhale, you're on an exhale, or you're just not breathing altogether. That is the moment in your practice where you need to just take a break, sit down, catch back up with your breath. And when you feel like you've caught back up with it, then join me back into the practice, because I'd rather you have more control over breath and movement versus just going through the motions and forcing it, holding your breath, right? That's not therapeutic for us. But when we feel like we've had enough of the strengthening, we'll transition into stretching. We'll hold some poses for a while. We'll say roughly a minute, maybe 2 minutes with each individual pose. It'll be just enough time to stretch out some of that muscular tension we create through strengthening. So we'll get a lot done with our practice today. During the hour, if you need help, always feel free to talk with me, chat with me about whatever you need, because it's why I'm here. So if you have some questions along the way, type them in. Seriously, my wife, Sarah, is always on standby, ready to read those questions off to me. So if you need any help, don't be shy. Don't hesitate to ask for it, because it's why I'm here, right? I'm here to assist you. So let me know if I could be of some assistance. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Take a few deep breaths. When you're ready, you can go ahead and open your eyes. And we'll start our practice off today, just loosening up the hips and spine right here from the chair, twisting side to side, back and forth with it. Something else you could always do is lean forward. Take your right hand to your left foot, left hand to the right foot. Just using your intuition here, right? There's no right or wrong way to move your back and move your body. It's like yawning and stretching. I can't teach you how to yawn and stretch. You just kind of do that. And if you want to, I mean, feel free. Excuse me. Sometimes you fake it and then it starts out turning real. Excuse me. And these are all areas that we're going to be moving and working during our practice. So we want to make sure that we're loose and ready to go. But we'll do some cat and cow poses next. Forward bends and back bends. And then we'll do some sun salutes. But here's where we start to link breath with movement. So when you're ready, come up to more of the edge of the chair so you got a little bit more room to work with. But you're going to exhale and round your spine forward, look down. And then inhale, lean back, chest up. Exhale, bend forward, look down. Inhale, lean back, chest up. Exhale, bend forward, look down. Inhale, lean back, chest up. Exhale, bend forward, look down. Inhale, lean back, chest up. Then on your next exhale, you're going to take your right arm under and across your left. You will have the right shoulder down, maybe against your leg, or maybe not. But the whole idea of this one is a spinal twist. You got the left hand on the left knee, right arm coming under and across that. Again, spinal twist here. When you're ready, inhale, come back to the center. Exhale the other side. So you got the left arm coming under and across the right. The left shoulder down against your leg if you can get there. If not, though, it's fine. But a spinal twist on the mirror side. When you're ready, inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, shake it off. And we'll do some sun salutes. We're going to do it in a few ways. We'll do it 2 times sitting in the chair. We'll do it 2 times standing up. If you want to sit down the entire time, that's fine. Or if you're familiar with how to do it standing up, that's okay too. But I'm going to split it both ways so you can see it. So when you're ready, again, coming up to more the edge of the chair. Exhale, shake it off. On your inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, bend forward. Hands to the floor if you can take them there. Inhale, flatten your back to halfway. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, lift up, arms up. And exhale, arms at heart center. And there's one. We'll do it again sitting. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend forward. Hands to the floor if you can take them there. Inhale, flatten your back halfway. Exhale, round back forward. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, arms at heart center. There's 2 seated. You can continue to do it in the chair if you'd like to, but if you want to stand up, you're more than welcome to. Same deal, right? Doing those sun salutes, just modified. So shake it off. When you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend forward, hands to the floor if you can take them there. Inhale, flatten your back halfway. Exhale, round forward. And then inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, arms at heart center. One more time. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend forward. Hands to the floor if you can take them there. Inhale, flatten your back halfway. Exhale, round forward. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, arms at heart center. Very good. We're going to do some moon salutes next to complement the sun. Again, could be in the chair, could be done standing. We'll do it 2 times each way. So again, if you're familiar with this sequence from the Tuesday practice, more than welcome to just do it standing. But if you're in the chair, again, being at more the edge, but spreading out your legs, right, a little bit past your shoulder width. You're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale to the left for half moon. Inhale back to center. Exhale to the right, half moon. Inhale to center. Exhale, open out wide for goddess pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale over your left leg. Grab the left ankle with both hands. Inhale, flatten your back over the leg. Exhale, round forward. Inhale your right arm up for a triangle, as high as you can go. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, goddess again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale over your right leg. Grab your right ankle, both hands. Inhale, flatten your back over the legs. Exhale, round forward. Inhale your left arm for the triangle as best as you can. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, arms at heart center. Very good. And there's one seated. We'll do another seated. Then we'll do two more standing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left, half moon. Inhale to center. Exhale, right, half moon. Inhale to center. Exhale, arms out wide, goddess pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale over your left leg. Grab your left ankle, both hands. Inhale, flatten your back halfway. Exhale, round forward. Inhale your right arm for the triangle, best as you can. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, goddess again. Inhale, arms up. Exhale over the right leg. Grab your right ankle, both hands. Inhale, flatten your back over the leg. And exhale, round forward. Inhale your left arm for the triangle as best you can. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift up, arms up. And exhale, arms, heart center. Very good. And if you want to do a standing, here it comes. You can continue to do it sitting in your chair. If you're doing a standing, again, nice wide stance here, a little bit past shoulder width. Just feel comfortable with the knee bending, however far you can go. Just listen to your body. When you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale, left, half moon. Inhale, center. Exhale, right, half moon. Inhale, center. Exhale, bend the knees. Arms out wide for goddess. Inhale, arms up. Straighten your legs. And then exhale over your left leg. Grab the left ankle, both hands. Inhale, flatten your back halfway. Exhale, round forward. Inhale your right arm up for the triangle as best you can. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, goddess again. Inhale, arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale over your right leg. Grab your right ankle, both hands. Inhale, flatten your back over the leg. Exhale, round forward. Inhale your left arm now up for the triangle. And exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, arms at heart center. Very good. One more of these. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, left, half moon. Inhale, center. Exhale, right, half moon. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, bend the knees, goddess pose. Inhale, arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale over your left leg. Grab your left ankle, both hands. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, round forward. Inhale the right arm up for your triangle. Exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift up. Arms up. Exhale, goddess. One more time. Inhale, arms up, straighten the legs. Exhale over the right leg. Grab your right ankle, both hands. Inhale, flatten your back. Exhale, round forward. Inhale your left arm for your triangle. Exhale, lower it down. And then inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, arms, heart center. Very good. You can take a seat or you can remain standing for the next one. But we're going to be doing lava flows down the mountain. We'll do it a few times each way. It's another warm-up sequence for us. But you're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale over your right leg. Flow down and then sway side to side. You're gathering the energy here, right? Back and forth with it. And then when you're ready, you're going to inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale over the left leg. Flow down, gather energy. That's the whole sequence, right? So you can keep sitting or you can stand with it if you'd like to. Inhale, lift up. Exhale over your right leg, flow down. Gather energy, sway. When you're ready, inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale over the left leg, flow down. Gather energy, sway. Excuse me. When you're ready, inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale over the right leg, flow down. Gather energy. When you're ready, inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale over the left leg, flow down, gather energy. And when you're ready, inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, arms at heart center, very good. You can take a seat in the chair if you'd like to. Have the weights handy. They are coming up next. We'll be doing a few things for the upper body that involve the weights. If you, again, don't have weights, get creative with it. You know, I've even seen some people just take their chair and lift it up. Or again, books can always work too. If you have an animal, like a cat, who is very tolerant of being picked up, feel free. I mean, sometimes I will do that with my big cat over there. He's being shy right now. But let's do some bicep curls. With a bicep curl, you're going to have the weights. Your palms are going to be facing up with it. And you can sit or you can stand, whatever you feel comfortable with. I personally just enjoy standing more with this one. You don't have to, though, if you don't want. So again, palms up, doing the curl, lowering down, right? Just kind of back and forth with it. But something that I always stress, when you lower down, keep some bend in your elbow. There is a reason for that. If you straighten your arm when you lower down, you will compress your humerus right into the ulna. That's your elbow right there. So you'll be hitting bones into each other while bearing weight. It's going to hurt the elbow. Over time, it's going to cause degeneration to the elbow. And obviously, we don't want to do that, right? We want to be able to protect all of our joints. So don't go to full range of motion, right? Stop yourself around 75%. That's usually the nice target area for all of these, right? About 75% of the full range. Very good. When you're ready, go ahead and place those weights down. You can sit, shake it off for a little bit, give your arms a breather. But we'll be doing a little bit more for the upper body. I wanted to do a shoulder press next. Once again, weights are going to be with you on this one. You're going to be leaning back into your chair. Hey, buddy, you want to join me for this? He's kind of a shy guy, right? I know. Just want to say hi. This is Isaac, everybody. He's a shy boy. Go ahead, do your thing. So with the weights, you can lean back in your chair, push up, lower down. Bring them to your chest, though. Try to not go as far back as possible with your arms. You're likely to hurt your shoulders. Just keep that in mind with it. And just back and forth, right? We'll do it for about a minute on these. Nothing too crazy. Remember to breathe, right? Don't kill yourself doing this exercise or any exercise. If you're losing control of the breath, seriously, you got to take that break. It's not cheating. You're not making excuses. You're listening to your body. And you are the only one who knows what you're going through. So you really got to trust your own instincts here and your experience. Very good. Go ahead and just do one more. And when you're ready, lower down. Place those weights down just for a moment. Shake it off a little. We're going to be doing, again, another thing for the upper body. It's going to be a chest press. Could even be a bench press if you want to lay on the floor. I will offer up one more other option for you. A plank pose, because it's going to work all the same target area for you. So if you feel like you want to start challenging yourself, if you can get to the floor, by all means, give it a shot. But again, if not, you got the chair, so it's always all right. So if you're doing a chest press, you're going to have the weights, you're going to push them out, you're going to bring them back in, right? Back and forth with this movement. So go ahead and start if you want to do it there. If you want to lay on the floor, you can kind of turn it into more of a bench press. If you're laying on your back, push the weights up, lower down. With laying on the floor, your elbows are going to stop you from going too far back. It's one of the reasons why I enjoy doing it if you're on the floor. So there's your other option. If you're comfortable there, go for it. Or a plank pose, holding yourself up as best you can. Pick one, or maybe try a combination of these. But breathe, right? Please don't forget to breathe. When you're ready, lower down, place the weights down, shake it off a little bit. Giving your body a breather, it's always important. Even if it's just for like 15 seconds in between sets. Shake it off a little bit. I think that's all we're going to do with weights for the upper body today. But we'll start doing some core next. You can use weights with this next one if you'd like to. Maybe just one, maybe both. That's, again, up to you. Or if you don't want to, you don't have to use weights. A lot of times people will just do these movements and get plenty of the exercise and strengthening effect that they need. But we're going to be doing some twists from side to side. So if you're in the chair, twisting, right? Back and forth. You could always lift your legs up and do the same thing. You could even sit on the floor, right? So if you feel comfortable doing this in either feet on the floor, knees bent, or in a boat pose, right? You do your thing, right? Something I do want to, throw out there is always challenge yourself a little bit, right? Try to see if you can do a little bit more in today's practice than what you did last week. Breathe. Very good. Go ahead and balance out. When you're ready, lower the weights down. Take a moment here. Shaking it off again. Hey, down now. You want to help me? You're just going to steal the show. Sorry. I think one of the reasons why people keep watching this is for all the animals that make guest appearances. We're going to do some deadlifts. What are you doing there, bud? You could sit in the chair. You could even stand with it. One weight or two, up to you. Please listen to your body. Let's just demonstrate by using one, though. So you'll get comfortable here with your grip. Again, depends on the weights that you're using. For me, it's just going to be the outside because I actually have these little locks here. But when you lower down, bring your chest forward, tap the weight down, lift up using your back and using your core. Don't use your arms so much because we're not trying to work the arms. We're really trying to just work our core and our back. So bring the chest forward, lift up with your back and core. Forward, back, flat back. Same deal if you're going to do this one standing, right? You can bend your knees as much as you want to. Bend down, flat back, lift up. You see how my chest always comes forward. There is a reason, because if we start bringing our head forward, we're likely to hurt our spine. Very good. You're almost there. Go ahead and just do one more. When you're ready, lower the weights down. Take a moment here. Short breather. Feel the effects of this. The good news is we're done with the weights. But we're not done strengthening quite yet. You can go ahead and move those weights aside because we won't need them for the remainder of our practice. We're going to do one more thing for the core. We'll do some things for the legs, a couple of standing postures, some balancing postures. I'm going to have you on one leg. I might have you do a sequence for this too. We'll see how it goes as we go along. But the last remaining thing for the core here, we're going to be doing knees to chest and lowering down. Knees to chest, lower down, right? Back and forth with it. If you want to take your feet all the way to the floor, that's fine. But keeping them hovered like this makes it a little bit more challenging for you. And you could do this one sitting, right? You're in a bow pose. Knees to chest, straighten. Knees to chest, straighten. Back and forth. Don't rush through it as fast as possible. have quality movement here, right? I mean, to strengthen the body, you're going to need quantity, right? You're going to have to go back and forth. But there's still this level of quality that we need to really make it really effective for us. One of the issues that I see, it's like this was a couple years ago, the 1 minute push-up challenge. How many push-ups can you do in a minute? People would just push through it and constantly hurt their shoulders. It's because there's no quality to that. It's too much movement there without being thoughtful of what your body's going through. Very good. And when you're ready, hug your knees. It's going to feel nice. Same deal in the chair. It's just elbows to knees. We're going to do a few things for our legs. I wanted to do a sequence called the Golden Seed. Great one for the legs, some twisting involved too. You may want a block in front of you. Depends on how far you can bend, but if you can't really bend too far, you'll probably keep it vertical. If you can bend pretty far, but still not quite getting to the floor, lay it flat. If you can get down to the floor though, disregard the block, right? I'll still show you a couple of ways to do it with and without the block. Coming up to, well, actually, let's go ahead and make this one for standing. Have the chair behind you, though, so in case you feel like, I really need to take a seat, you got it right there for you, right? So always come back to it if you need it. I'll have the block in front of me just in case. I'll show you a couple ways to do it. And we'll exhale, shake it off. When you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale, bend the knees, arms out wide. Inhale, hands to the block or to the floor. Exhale your left arm up for a twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale the right arm for the twist. Inhale back to center and lift up, all in one motion, arms above the head. Exhale, arms behind you, fold forward, it's called drinking bird. Inhale, swing your arms up, bend your knees, rocking horse. Exhale, drinking bird. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, heart center. There's one. We'll do a few more, right? You can feel all the legs with all those squat poses that we throw into that. That's why I like to do it for the legs. Still do more for it though. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, out to sides, bend the knees. Inhale, hands to the block or to the floor. Exhale the left arm for the twist. Inhale back to center. Exhale the right arm. Inhale back to center and lift up, all in one motion. Exhale, arms behind you, fold forward, drinking bird. Inhale, swing the arms up, bend the knees, rocking horse. Exhale back to drinking bird. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, heart center, very good. Let's just do one more of these. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms out sides, bend the knees. Inhale, hands to the block or to the floor. Exhale the left arm for the twist. Inhale the center. Exhale the right arm. Inhale center and lift up, all in one motion, arms over the head. Exhale, arms behind you, fold forward, drinking bird. Inhale, swing the arms up, bend the knees, rocking horse. But let's hold this for a moment. Really feel those quads engage here. Again, if you feel like you need to take a seat, right there behind you, right? So if you have to, go for it. Feel those legs burning, right? That's how you know you're doing it right. When you're ready, on your next exhale, arms behind you, fold forward, drinking bird. Inhale, lift up, arms up. Exhale, arms to heart center, very good. Go ahead and shake your legs out a little bit. We're going to do a couple more things for standing, some balancing postures. You're going to want to have the chair on one of your sides. Let me move these out of the way. Here, Rob. Yeah, jump up here. Go for it. Hold me down, right? Come on. Thank you. Okay. So what we're going to do next, we're going to be doing standing posture on the right leg. We'll do a few things with this. This is probably a new thing for you, so if you feel like you gotta modify it and have the chair handy, right, that's fine. But if you're starting to feel comfortable and you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, go ahead, lift the left leg up. Maybe don't hold the chair. So what we're going to do, just here, to start this, right? Hey, buddy. If you can, grab on to your left knee with maybe your left hand or both hands, trying to hug your knee up as high as you can go. Again, you might have that right hand on the chair. It is fine to do it this way. But if you got the balance, right, go ahead and stand there. Hey, what can I do for you? We're going to do another move to it. Take your left leg out to the side. Still got that hand on the knee. Right hand is either on the chair or on your hip. Right? Balance. Very good. When you're ready, come back center. Where are you going? Lower down. Shake it off a little bit. Why are you being so bad? And then we're going to do the other side. Right? You do one, you got to do the other. So now we're on our left leg. Here. You got the hand on the chair, the left hand on the chair, if you need it. But we'll start by lifting the right leg up. If you got the balance, don't touch the chair. Basically, we did 3 poses here. We did 1 without our hands, 2 with our hands. But 1 was with our hands in the center, 1 was out to the side. Now, when you're ready, maybe you grab on to your right knee with your right hand, left hand on the chair if you need it. If not, take them both off and grab that right knee with both hands. Hold it for a moment. We're going to go out to the side as well. So take that right leg out to the right. Right hand is still on the right knee. Left hand, though, could be on the chair or could be on your left hip. Hold it, though. You know, not just the legs, but you can feel your glutes, your butt muscles working here. Really important to make sure those are strong. Right? It helps with the pelvis. Helps with standing, really. When you're ready, lower that foot down. Let's just dangle for a moment. Stretch it out. You can always sit in your chair and do this too, right? If you feel like you're sitting down, elbows to knees. When you're ready, inhale, arms up. Exhale, heart center. Very good. And there is our strengthening practice today. We're done with that. But now we're ready to transition into stretching and holding some poses for a while. But before we just jump into that, let's go ahead and take a seat in the chair or on the floor, whatever you're going to do. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Just pay attention to your breath. Give your body a moment to transition from your active practice into your passive practice. Ready? Go ahead and open your eyes. And we're going to start off our yin stretching part of the practice with the inner thighs. If you're in the chair, spread out your legs as far as you can. You're going to lean forward here. Maybe just down, hands on the knees. Maybe you're working down to the shins, ankles, hands to the floor if you can get there. It's the inner thighs and the back that I want you to stretch. If you're regular and you've been doing the Tuesday practice, you could do a butterfly pose or a dragonfly. Up to you. I'll just really quickly show them both. Butterfly, soles of the feet together, falling and rounding. Inner thighs and back. Or dragonfly. Spread out your legs, lean forward. Inner thighs and back. So whatever you feel comfortable with, go ahead and pick one. Maybe even have a block in front of you. Sometimes if you're doing this one in the chair, it's nice to have something to just kind of lean on here instead of going all the way down. wherever you need to be. Breathe here. Allow your muscles to soften. Now, try not to flex and engage and squeeze and pull as hard as possible. We want to relax the muscles now. You know, squeezing and tensing and pulling, I mean, that's for strengthening, right? That's important to do when you're strengthening because that helps build muscle. But when you're stretching, you want to relax them. You want them to soften so they can really expand. Because if they're flexing, they're tightening, right? They're not expanding. When you're ready, real slow, go ahead and lift yourself up. Lean back. Maybe lay down if you're on the floor. Take a moment, right? Just relax yourself. We're going to do the hamstrings next. I think we'll do one at a time with our practice today. Hamstrings are the back of your legs. But again, with one at a time, you'll probably come up to more the edge of the chair, have one leg out, and you're going to start leaning over the leg. So you can grab your knee, shin, ankle around the foot, toes if you can grab them. You can always have your heel on the floor or just your foot flat. I actually prefer to have a block here. I'll usually rest it up against the sole of my foot and lean this way. It's more relaxing for my knee, which might also be for you too. If you are really struggling, you could always use a prop like a towel. Loop that over this foot. Use it for leverage to help pull you forward. Just try not to pull back, right? We want to bend forward, so keep that in mind. Wherever you need to be. And if you're on the floor, you can do whatever you want. Half butterflies are fine, half frogs, if you're familiar with those. You can do a dragonfly over one leg. Just wherever you want to go. But don't worry about going as far as possible. That's exactly how you overstretch, by going too far. But I get why people do that. You know, especially a new student, when they come into a practice and they hear stretch, they think, well, yeah, let's go as far as possible. They end up overstretching something, they end up pulling a muscle, and then they never come back. But I will shout it out, and I will stress it every single practice. Don't worry about how far you go. Just make sure you're functionally feeling the intention of the pose, because that's how you know you're doing it right. By saying, yeah, I do feel this. I feel the stretch here in my back, my leg. I feel it in my back. Doesn't feel like it's too much. It doesn't feel like it's too little. It's just right. If you are ready, here's your time. Just real slow, right? Lean back. Lay down if you're on the floor. Take a moment. Short breather. You know, some people like to lean back. Some people like to bend forward. You know, whatever you do on your break is up to you. Right? There's no exact way to take a break. I mean, just whatever your body calls for you to do, that's what you need to do. So find out what that is. Other side. If you're ready, whatever side you're on, you got a leg out in front of you. You're going to lean forward over it. It's going to be the back of the leg getting the stretch. I like to have a block. If you don't have one, it's fine. You could always just have your heel on the floor, or you could have your foot flat. It doesn't matter. I personally just like to use a block here. And lean over, grab maybe the knee, the shin, ankle, around the foot, toes if you can grab them. If you can't grab anything, towel, right? Use that towel. Throw it over and use that for leverage to help pull you forward. Trying to pull back though. But again, back of the leg, getting the stretch. Lower back, getting into. More of a side of the back though. Go ahead and take a few deep breaths. We'll say if you're ready. There's time, just real slow. Lift it up. Shake it off. Lean back. Lean forward. Sit neutral. That's fine. I'm going to stretch the IT bands here in a moment. The next target area, the IT bands, iliotibial band is what it stands for. It's the outside of your leg from ilium to tibia. That's the name IT band. But it's a broad stretch. Any localized knee pain or hip pain, just let me know. I can find something else for you. Or just listen up to the modifications. A lot of times, you can just try out a few different things. You'll find out that comfortable stretch. But the first option that I usually give is just crossing your leg over. You'd be amazed at how many people can just cross their leg over, not really do anything, but still feel this stretch right here. You could always lean forward with it too. This will definitely increase the intensity to lean a little bit more forward into it. If that doesn't work, hug the knee up to the chest. This one just exaggerates a little bit more adduction of your femur, which means to just kind of bring it in towards the center here. Still the outside leg. If that doesn't work, you could rest your foot on the floor, the outside of your foot on the floor, and lean forward. Outside of the leg here, right? It would be the front one. The back one's not doing anything, but this foot that's turning out, this is the leg that will get it. So there's 3 choices there. You might already have fallen into that stretch. So if you're there, stay there. But if you're doing it and you're like, I can't find it, we have to try different poses, or again, just let me know. And again, I'm more than happy to help you out. Even if it's not during the practice, if you have questions afterwards because you just don't want to talk about it right now, seriously, feel free to message me. I'm more than happy to answer them because that's what I enjoy doing. I enjoy helping people feel better. It's one of the reasons why I got into teaching yoga in the first place, because I like the way it makes me feel, and I want to share that with other people. When you're ready though, this time, real slow, uncross, shake it off. Maybe elbows to knees, maybe lean back, sit neutral, whatever you need. Short breather. If you do one side though, you have to do the other, right? It's the golden rule. So, IT band, outside the leg. The first option I gave was just crossing your leg over. If you want to add a little bit more to this one, lean forward. If that doesn't work, hug your knee up to the chest. Nice little squeeze here, still the outside of this leg. If all else fails, you rest your foot on the floor, the outside of your foot on the floor, and you lean forward. And it'll be the outside here that gets a stretch. Whatever foot is turning out, the outside of the foot, that's going to be the leg that ends up getting the stretch. So wherever you're feeling most comfortable, right, you got to go there. Got to make sure we're stretching the IT bands. Honestly, we've got to stretch everything. It's all important, right? All of these muscles, all of these connective tissues, these ligaments, these tendons, these bands of fascia, they're all so critical for us to move, because as we age, they tighten up. Muscles tighten up, connective tissues tighten up. But not only that, connective tissues won't just tighten up, they will dry up. And when they dry up, the layers of them, they get stuck together, and that's when we start feeling really, really stiff. So when we exercise, we start producing hyaluronic acid. This is essentially the lubricant of your connective tissues. So it will lubricate them, get them hydrated so that the layers can slide on each other. Those layers that are stuck, they can break up, and then they can glide and slide on each other. That's how you get really smooth movement, and that's why you need to exercise every single day. I'm talking about it, seriously, every day. You can't just do this once a week and expect all the therapeutic results to stay with you. Right? So that's why I leave these up on the page, on our Facebook page, so you can watch them continuously, so you have something to do every single day. When you're ready, there's time. Real slow, uncross, shake it off a little bit. We're going to do a back bend next. I would recommend using a block for this one. If you don't have a block though, it's fine. Maybe a pillow or two, or honestly, if you don't need any kind of prop, that's fine. But we're going to do a back bend here. I'll flip it over so you can see it, where I usually position the block. I'll have it under my lower back. I usually keep it flipped up vertically. Lean back into it. So you can have your hands wherever they want. Some people like to have them on their waist. Some people like to have their hands behind their head just to kind of support their neck a little bit. That's up to you, right? But I do want you to lean back into this particular pose. I want you to feel what's called compression, dull and gentle pressure in your lower back and the lumbar spine. You are intentionally taking your back bend to the full range of motion and squeezing the bones into each other because it's therapeutic for you to do it in a gentle setting like this. Helps to maintain the curve of your back. As we age, this curve likes to straighten out. It's from all sitting we do. So we do back bends, push that vertebrae back, and then we can sit up and stand up straighter. Right? We have to have this curve. Because if things start straightening out, your spine ends up bearing more weight into it. Right? We bear weight better with curves. And I don't know if you're familiar with this, but this has been around since like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 years ago. You know, the mathematicians of the ancients, they recognize that curves distribute weight better. Right? Especially if you look at like Roman archaeology and their architecture, they have lots of curves in there because they recognize it will bear weight better. Same deal with the body. When it has a curve there in the back, it will distribute the weight better. And it's just less pressure on your spine. If you're ready though, it's time. Go ahead and bend forward. Elbows to knees. Hang here for a moment. We have one more pose left. We have to stretch our quads. We have to do a twist. I wanted to knock them out at the same time here. The quads are your upper thighs, right, the front of your legs. The twist is going to stretch the side of your body. We'll all do it on the same page, so I think it's just easier for me to explain. You're going to come up to more of the edge of your chair. Have your left leg wrapped back behind you, as far as you can take it, or wherever you feel comfortable. It will be the upper thigh of the left leg, right here in the front, getting the stretch. And when you twist, you're going to turn away from the leg. So if it's your left leg getting the stretch, you're going to turn to your right, and you will feel the lower right side of your back stretched. So you get a combination of the quad and the side body. That's why I wanted to do it, because it saves us a little bit of time. And you're going to breathe here as best as you can. If you are ready, here's your time. Real slow, unwind, and then let that leg out. Shake it off a little bit. Little breather here. Other side. If you're on the same page as me, it's now the right leg in the stretch. So you're going to come up to more of the edge, to the side, wrap your right leg back behind you as far as you can take it. It's the upper thigh of the right leg getting it. And you're going to turn to your left. You have to go away from that leg. A lot of times I'll take my arm and actually wrap it back behind my chair. It gives a little bit more support here. But I feel the lower left side of my back stretch right here in the oblique. I feel right here in the right quad. Get it? So there's the two stretches there. Remember to breathe. Relax here as best you can. Go slow, unwind, let that leg out, shake it off a little bit. Maybe elbows to knees, again, might feel nice, or maybe lean back, sit neutral, wherever you want to be. We will take a short breather, and then we're going to end our practice in Shavasana. If you're ready for Shavasana, or corpse pose, you can come back to your seated position. You can lean back in your chair if you'd like to, or just try to sit more upright. Again, wherever you're comfortable, go there, and then close your eyes. There's nothing to see at this point, just more to feel and pay attention to. I want you to focus on your breath. Breathe low in your belly, low in your diaphragm. Turn your senses, your awareness within. I want you to give yourself a compare and contrast. How different do you feel right now as opposed to when you first started your practice? And I'm not talking about today's practice. I'm talking about the very first yoga practice you ever took part in. How different do you feel from then and right now? Just observe those changes. See the effects. Really study them. No formal ending to our practice. You keep your eyes closed as long as you like. That's officially all that I have for you. I want to thank you all for watching, sharing your practice with me. It's been my pleasure. Namaste.